Hi friends, welcome you all to this video, and I hope that in the previous lecture till lecture 1 to till 8 it was very helpful for you all to learn about the topic auxiliary views, and we have seen some drawings also. I think I've taken 6 drawings on the chapter, so I hope that it will be very useful for you all. Okay, and from this lecture we are going to learn the second unit, which is the name intersection of solids. Like I was telling, it is a unit 2 as per the SAP syllabus. The second unit, and the unit name is intersection of solids. Okay, so in that unit we are going to see about today in this video we are going to see about intersection of solids. Okay, so we are going to see an introduction, and from the next video itself we are going to see the drawings. Okay, so here I will see the intersection of solids. Okay, and this is the mechanical engineering drawing subject. So there is another name, machine drawing, and as per the STD syllabus it is 1625302. And it's my 9th lecture, and we are going to discuss about intersection of solids. And myself, I am Arun Pandian, lecturer, mechanical department of British Polytechnic College, Aurangabad, Bihar. Okay, so let us go to the content and everything else. Before that, I want to tell you one thing. This is the second unit, and the unit name is intersection of solids. In that, today we are going to discuss about intersection of solids. So now we are going to see content of the subject. Okay, so the content of this particular video. In this video, what are the topics we are going to see? We are going to see the definition of intersection solids and intersection of solids, and the introduction, common solution steps, cases and curves of intersection of the surfaces. We are going to see about this whole topics. Okay, the first one is, what is the meaning of intersection? We are going to see the definition of intersection. Okay, the intersection, some topics are there, some definitions are there. One by one we see. The first definition is two surfaces that meet to form a line of intersection. When two surfaces meet together and form a line of intersection. Okay, if this is a surface and the other surface is this. Okay, if you see here what intersection has been formed. Okay, you see here, this is the intersection line. This is called as intersection. Okay, and now next one is, an intersection is a point or line where two geometric forms such as lines or surfaces meet or cross each other. Okay, so when two geometric forms, lines or surfaces, whatever it may be, when you meet or cross each other. Okay, so lines or surfaces. Okay, if this is a line, okay, it's crossing here. This is the intersection. Surfaces. Okay, so if this is surfaces, one touch another. Okay, here is intersection. So like that, these are the main things of the intersection, main definitions of the intersection. One solid going through another. Another definition is one solid going through another. Okay. Now next we are going to see the definition of solid. Okay, what are the solids? So how the solids are? So we are going to see the definition of solids. So one is three-dimensional figures or solids can be made of flat or curved surfaces with a length, width, and height. Okay, what are the solids it may be? It would have to be made by some length, width, height must be there, and it may be flat or curved surfaces. Number one, face is a flat surface. So there are three categories. The first one is face. Okay, so face is a flat surface or face face means if I am standing here, what I see in my front, that is called face. So four sides, okay, like that face. Face is a flat surface. Second one, edge is the segment that is the intersection of two faces. Okay, where two faces intersect, that is called as edge. The last one, vertex. Vertex is the point that is the intersection of three or more faces. Okay, so if you see, for example, if this is a square, okay, it is a cube. Okay, so if you see, this is called as face. Okay, and this one called as also face. This is also face. Okay, so like that, faces are okay. So edge. What is the meaning of edge? Edge means this is a square and it is a cube. Okay, I can't even draw properly. Intersection of two faces. Okay, this face and this face. So this is called as edge. This line called edge. This is called as edge. This is called as edge. This is called as edge. Vertex means this corner, point. When two or more faces join together, it is called as vertex. Okay. So same explanation we are going to see here. Now, example, just imagine this one is a square cube. Okay, it is a solid. It is a cube. Just imagine it is a we are going to take it as a solid. This one is a solid. Now, see, this is a face. Okay, so this is called as face. This is face. This is face. And bottom, back side, and this side. These are the faces. Okay. The second one is this corner is edges. This corner is edges. The last one is vertex. Okay. Sectioning of a solid. Okay. So what is we are going to see sectioning of a solid. One, an object, here a solid. Okay, in this object we are going to see a solid. An object is cut by some imaginary cutting plane to understand internal details of that subject. Thus, that object. Okay, so an object, a solid, is cut by some imaginary cutting plane to understand internal details of that object. Number two, the action of cutting is called sectioning solid. Okay. So, if we cut, that action is called as a sectioning solid. The plane of cutting is called sectioning plane. Got it? So, the action is called as sectioning, and plane of cutting is called as sectioning plane. So, now we are going to see the definition of intersection of solids. Okay, whenever two or more solids combine, a defined curve is seen at their section. This curve is called the curve of intersection. Okay, so whenever two or more solids combine, a defined curve is seen at the intersection. Okay, where two or more solids combine. Okay, a defined curve. Defined curve is seen at the intersection. Okay, if the two solids are intersected, the defined curve we can see there. Okay, that curve is called as intersection. When one solid penetrates another solid, then their surfaces intersect, and at the junction of intersection, a typical curve is formed, which remains common to both solids. This curve is called curve of intersection, and it is a result of interpenetration of solids. Okay? So whenever two solids are when two solids penetrate each other, there will be a typical curve. There will be intersection, and typical curve is formed. That curve is common for the two penetrated solids. Okay. Now, so these are the some animations of intersection of solids. So just see. Okay, so see, if you see here, there are how it's intersected, it's showing here. Okay, what are the intersection points? It is shown here. And here, how it is intersected, it is shown here. And if you see here, these are the intersection points. Now another solid will become this. So if you continuously, if you add the triangles, what are the intersection points? It is shown here. 1, 2. If you see third, green color, blue color, sky blue, pink. So this like this, one by one solid, it is intersected. How the intersection will be looked like, shown here. And here, if these are the two intersected objects, how it will look like, is shown here. Okay. So we are just see this is called as the intersection of solids. Okay. By keeping in this mind only, we are going to draw the drawings. Now we are going to see the introduction. What is the introduction of intersection of solids? So the first point is the type of intersection created depends on the type of geometric form, which can be 2 or 3 dimensional. Okay, this depend upon the types of geometry. Okay, intersection can be created by the it depend upon the geometric form. Okay, it can be 2 or 3 dimensional. Intersections must be represented on multi-view drawings correctly and clearly. So, the intersection must be represented on multi-view drawings correctly and clearly. Okay, so we represent it correctly and clearly. Then only we can, whenever we are seeing from whatever direction, it must be proper and correct. For example, when a conical and a cylindrical shape intersect, the type of intersection that occurs depends on their sizes and on the angle of intersection related to their axis. Okay. See, when the conical and cylindrical shape, when the two are intersecting, the type of intersection that occurs depends on the sizes and on the angle of intersection related to the axis. Okay, so that is the important, because of when two conical and cylindrical are intersecting each other, it must be depend on their sizes. We have to know the size. It must be correct. Then only the correct curve and the typical curve can be formed. Okay. The line of intersection is determined using auxiliary wheels and cutting planes. Okay. So now the first one is solids in real world in general. Combination of 2 or more solids. Definite curve can be seen as intersection of solids. Curve of intersection is common to the intersecting solid. Okay. So these are the we are going to draw the auxiliary wheels of cutting planes. Alright. So where it is cutted, we are going to draw correctly the typical curve or curve of intersection. So now we are going to see some common solution steps. Okay. What are if there is any difficulties are there in intersection solids to draw? What are the common solution steps? Well, one is one solid will be standing on HP, other will penetrate horizontally. Okay? So HP means horizontal plane or is top view. One solid will be standing on HP, other will penetrate horizontally. Got it? So that is these are the solution. Number 2, draw 3 views of standing solid. Name views as per the illustration. Then only you can bring a solution. Draw the 3 views top view, side view, and front view of the standing solid, and then name the views as per the illustration given dimensions. Beginning with side view, draw three views of penetrating solids also. So beginning with side view and draw the three views penetrating solids. On its side view, mark number of points and name those either letters or numbers. Okay. On its side view, just mark it by the letters, the alphabet letter or by numbers. The points which are on standard generators or edges of standing solid can be marked as respective generators in front view and top view, and other points from side view should be brought to top view first and then projecting upward to front view. For example, in side view, if you define as 1, when it goes to the top view, it must be defined as 1 dash. If you go to the front, if you draw the same line or point on the front view, it must be mentioned as 1 double dash. Like that, it should differentiate. The number must be same 1 dash, 1 double dash, like that. Okay. Dot and dotted lines decision will be taken by observing side view from right side as shown by arrow. Okay, so dot the arrows or dotted lines is center line which are able to see, which are not able to see, it must be on, which are able to see, it must be on a dark line, and which are not able to see, it must be on a dotted line, and the center line always a line dot. Like that we will put the center. These are the rules of the mechanical engineering drawing or machine drawing. Accordingly, those should be joined by curvature or straight line. So when the points are mentioned, the particle curve or particle line, it must be joined by the curves or by lines. Next, we are going to see curve of intersection of the surfaces of the solid in the following cases. In this unit, in the following cases, we are going to see some problem. So, depending upon this, we are going to solve the drawings and we are going to draw the intersection of solids in this subject. Depend upon what. Number one is prism with prism, cylinder with cylinder, prism with cylinder, and cylinder with cone. These are the four types we are going to draw. On that, when the axes are at 90 degree and intersecting, the axes are at 90 degree and offset. Same for everything. Okay, because the common for the three. So axes are at 90 degree and intersecting, the axes are at 90 degree and offset. So last, reference planes and cone resting on base for HP and with axis intersecting and offset from axis of cylinder. Okay, so depend upon this, there are so much of problem in intersection of solids. We are not going to see all that one. We are going to see only this categories. Okay, we are for your in the as per the SPD syllabus, you have only these are in the syllabus. Now, manner in which solids intersect. Okay, what are the manners where in which the solid intersects? We are going to see one by one the manners. Okay. First one is axis perpendicular and intersecting. Number two, axis perpendicular and offset. This is called as previous line meeting 90 degree and offset 90 degree. Perpendicular is 90 degree. Okay. So axis perpendicular and intersecting, axis perpendicular and offset, axis inclined and intersecting, axis inclined and offset, axis parallel and coincide. Okay, coincide each other. So axis must be parallel. So these are the categories about what we are going to see in this chapter. The last one is axis parallel and offset. Okay, about this sixth category only, we are going to solve the problem in intersection of solids, or we are going to draw the drawings in intersection of solids. Okay, so now we are in the conclusion. Okay, So these are the books which I referred to prepare the PPTs. So you just go through these books, you can get some idea how to draw, and again you can get some more information about the introduction of intersection of solids. See guys, again I'm telling, the important here is the basics. Okay, if you don't know the basics, you cannot draw any drawings easily. Okay, you will try to draw, but you cannot. When you know the concept of the drawings, then only you can draw the drawings easily of the intersection of solids. Okay, so keep that in your mind and draw it very carefully and also correctly. It is mentioned in the one point, it must be clearly, correctly and clearly. That is important. It must be correctly and clearly. Okay, and now we are going to see the here in the summary. So in this class, in this video, we have discussed about definition of intersection, definition of solids, definition of intersection of solids, and we have seen introduction of intersection of solids, and common solution steps we have seen, and cases of curves of intersection of the surfaces we have seen. Under that, we have seen more steps which we are going to see in this unit. We have seen, and what are the manner we have seen under this. So these are the things which we have seen in this chapter. So next class we will discuss about we are going to see a drawings on intersection. Okay, the capital prism, cylinder, like that, one by one case we are going to see on the next classes. Okay, so I hope you have understood clearly about this subject. So I think so. I want to. This is the 9th lecture of mine. So look at the previous 8th lecture. That is the first unit. Actually, this is from the. This is for the first unit. Last 8th lecture. So this lecture, startingly I told you all of it. So I have informed that this is the second unit, intersection of solids. Okay. So I will meet you on the next lecture 10 with a drawing. So till then, thank you.